Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we have 5 Wonderkid defenders coming your way. Yesterday we had midfielders, the day before that we had strikers, so go check those 2 out as well. Let's get into it. In at numero uno, we have Andre Boza from Romania, from Rapid Bucharest. This guy is fantastic, 17 years old, so you might have to wait 1 season before he joins. He's also just joined Rapid, so you have to wait 1 season. Not a problem. He won't want to join straight away, but trust me, it's worth it. Get him on your shortlist. Scout him a few times in Season 1. He looks amazing. He's 6'2", so he's going to be very good in the air. He's going to be strong when he gets older. Every single attribute is at least 10, 11 what you need. He's got about 6 attributes that are under 10, but most of them you don't even need anyway. Here is Mr. Boza in 2033, and he's at Chelsea. Can you believe it? So he's worth between 56 million and 176, 27 years old, 54 caps, unbelievable left back. He's got everything, the pace, the mental attributes are ridiculous. 16 decision making is the highest one. Now, he's not got 18s and 19s, but he's got 14s and 13s and 15s everywhere, which leads this guy to be at least a very good backup for a top team, at the very least. He looks like he's playing for Chelsea quite a lot. If we look at his history page, so he joined Leverkusen for 3.6 million in the 2nd season, so that looks like the price that you're about to probably get him for. He didn't get used as well for the first 2 seasons, which is a shame. So he literally starts his career really at 21 years old-ish at Adana in Turkey. He does really well over there, and then Chelsea end up signing him 2 seasons ago for 49 million. Yeah, so if you guys get him from the start and use him, fairly determined personality, he looks really, really, really good. I'll be picking him up as well in my 2nd season because I need a left back in Serie A. So yeah, this guy will be amazing. He's got really good traits too. The best 2 traits he can have for a left back, in my opinion, which is runs with ball down left and knocks ball past opponent. Those 2 are very, very, very overpowered in the match engine. Obviously, runs with ball down left is very good if you've got good dribbling, and knock ball past opponent is good if they've got good acceleration. So get those 2 in as well if you can. On all your fullbacks, obviously if it's a right back, make it runs with ball down right. But yeah, Andre Boza is number 1, and on to number 2. Hugo Barachina is number 2 on the list, and he starts the game at 16 years old from Real Zaragoza. He's got very good starting attributes as a centre-back. 15 jumping reach, 7 acceleration, but 12 pace. So he reminds me a little bit of Pau Torres. He's very, very similar to that mould. He's left-footed only, which is fine. And yeah, so he looks really, really, really decent right at the start. 9 anticipation, 9 decision making, a little bit low, but again, only 16. He's got everything possibly needed to be a world-class centre-back. Here he is in 2033, and he has joined a team in Saudi Arabia, Al Hilal. He is worth, though, up to 112 million. He has got amazing mental attributes and amazing physical attributes. That acceleration actually went up to 13. He's also grown an inch, so now he's 6'4". Tackling 13 on the probably low end of the attributes needed. But again, for the price at the start of the game, look how good he is. If we just go to his history page really quick, he played for Real Zaragoza for 2 or 3 seasons and then went to Feyenoord for just 7.25. So it looks like this guy can be got at for under 10 million. And then he spent 2 seasons at Feyenoord, went to Porto for 26 million. Sort of got used a little bit there. It looks like actually he went in January there because he played half and half for both teams. And then he became a regular for Porto, and then he's obviously gone to Saudi. You could get this guy for a top team, and he would perform absolutely no problem. 17 concentration, 15 decision making, 16 anticipation, and 16 marking, as well as his strength. He's going to be an absolute threat at set pieces. And like I said before, he's left-footed, which adds a nice balance to the back 4 or back 5, whichever you decide to play. Number 3 on this list is Leopold Kierfeld, and he's probably the most well-known player on this list. I had to include him for how good he looks in 2033, but at the start of the game, he's 19 years old. He is, like I said, he's because he's most well known, he's also the priciest. Between 7 million and 21 million. You guys might be able to get him for between 10 and 15 with installments, or if you've got enough money, that's absolutely fine. Mentally and physically, he's amazing. Technically, he's a little bit lacking at the start, but that ends up being absolutely fine towards the end. He's 6'3", good personality, good pace, just a very, very, very well-rounded centre-back. Can also play defensive midfield if you want, and he plays in Austria Rapid. So here he is in 2033, and like I said, you are not to be disappointed. He's worth 200 million. playing for AC Milan. His mentals are amazing. His physicals are absolutely class as well. And his technicals have also reached the levels needed. So he's 6'3". He's a massive threat on corners. He's playing for AC Milan, like I said, and he's got some very good traits too. 18 positioning, which has helped out massively. Let's pop onto his history page and have a look at his career in this sim. So he's only played for 2 teams. He started at Rapid. He joined AC Milan in the second season for 13 million, and he's been there ever since. And he's started getting into their first team properly in 2027 when he was around 23 years old. Since then, like I said, he's just been an absolute mainstay in their back 4, back 5, wherever they play, I don't know. But you guys will not be disappointed for the price that you have to pay. He's obviously an Austrian international. He is one of their best players. He's a ball-playing centre-back if you want him to be. He can even be a deep-line playmaker in defensive midfield. He has absolutely everything. That is Kerfeld, and that is number 3. In at number 4, we have Agustin Guille. I don't know if it's Guille or Guille, but either way, he's playing for San Lorenzo. He's Argentinian. He can play natural right wing back or a right back. This guy has got a very random determination attribute. So sometimes you might start a new save and he's got 4 or 6, and sometimes like this one he's got 14. I think that's what's made him really good on this save is it's 14 to start with. If he starts at 4, you probably might want to stay away from him. So this is very temperamental, this one. He is very good at almost everything straight away. You could get away with him in the Premier League probably, as a lower team in the Premier League. If you want to sign him for a top team, you probably have to loan him out maybe, or maybe use him in the cup teams. But yeah, San Lorenzo, he's going to cost under 10 million, which is really good. 19 years old, Argentinian. They've always got bags of talent in Argentina. And I'm going to show you what he looks like in 2033. 10 years into the future, and he's playing for FC Cologne in Germany. He's got very good attributes in every single area that you would ever need for a right back. Now, his value is on a little bit of the low side, but on this save, I can't find many right backs that are much better. The values just seem to be a lot less. I don't know why that is. The attackers seem to be like in the 300 millions and 200 millions, but the fullbacks especially seem to be like less than 100 million. So don't let the value put you off, even though it's still really high. FC Cologne are a European team on this save. They finish in the top 6 regularly. And like I said, I still don't think this is the highest version potential of him you can get. I still think he could be even better. Not a problem. He's got very good traits too. And also he's very good passer of the ball, good vision and good technique, which means if you play with an inverted wing back or an inverted full back, he is your man. He can do everything. He can get up or down the line. He can go inside. He can play just whatever you decided to do with him is not a problem. And the last player on the list is Alessandro Cercati from Parma. Now, he's an Italian-Australian player, and even at the start, if you look, his attributes are phenomenal. He's just got basically everything. He can start in any league in the world to start with. Maybe not like a top 6 club in the big leagues, but everywhere else, not a problem. And his value is only 650k to 2 million. Parma starting Serie B, that's who I've started a save with. He's been amazing for me, and that's what I put in this video. I've now got promoted into Serie A, and there's big clubs looking at him. He's annoyed at the moment, and I'm trying to give him a new contract, but he's not having it. So you guys could probably upset him at Parma quite quickly and get him cheaper, but not that you need to. 2 million's absolutely fine. I'm going to show you now what he looks like in 2033. So here he is, and he's playing for Bayer Leverkusen, and he's worth up to 202 million. Now, something I noticed straight away, which is interesting, on his media description, it says late developer. Now, that is a new thing that SI have brought into the game to like sort of mirror people like Jamie Vardy, who started his career sort of like, not started it at 24, but sort of became really good from then onwards. So maybe this guy is someone that gets better as his career goes on. But wow, what a player! Now seeing these attributes, I want to keep him even more so on my own game. So 17 anticipation, 17 positioning. He's got good pace, good stamina, good marking. He's got everything you would ever need. He can also play right back. Let's have a look at his history real quick. So Lons signed him for 6.25 million in the second season. They did all right with him and then sort of used him a little bit in 2024-25. And then Bayer Leverkusen, who he still plays for now, took a punt, but he didn't really get used that much. I can see why he's sort of a late developer, because he didn't really start to get used properly until 2028. But even then, 29, 2030, I don't know if he's had big injuries. We'll check that in a second. But he's not been used then either. So he's only really been used in 4 seasons out of the last 10, which is a shame. He's not had any massive injuries, which is really good. A 3-month one in training in 2026. But after that, really, a couple of 3-weekers, a 5-week, but everything else is under a week. So, yeah, he's a late developer on this save. I wonder why that is. Who knows? If you guys know in the comments, please let me know why he's a late developer. Absolutely no idea how. I've not seen one yet in my own save. So, yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. Hit the like button on the video. Hit the subscribe button on the channel. And until next time, I'll catch you then. Goodbye.